Well, as we continue to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, we bring you the story of a man who made history in California. In 2014, Sergio Garcia became the first undocumented immigrant to be allowed to practice in California. ABC 7 News reporter Luz Pena spoke with him and has his story.
At 17 months old, when Sergio Garcia's parents crossed the border with him from Mexico into the U.S., they could have never imagined their son would later change the laws of California.
Somebody called it the David versus Goliath part 2, and David came on top again, thank God.
Like the biblical character David, Sergio was an underdog, an undocumented immigrant who went to law school and passed the bar exam. The Goliath, in this story, the California Supreme Court. Undocumented immigrants were not allowed to practice law in the U.S., much less the state. He turned that into his first unofficial fight as a lawyer.
The Obama administration came in against me and sent their attorneys from the Department of Justice to oppose my licensing.
For almost 5 years, Sergio fought the government and also harassment.
People calling in the middle of the night saying they were going to kill me and my whole family.
In 2014, he made history.
We ultimately won that case that allowed me to be the first undocumented attorney in the nation.
What did you keep telling yourself during those 5 years?
Well, I mainly told myself, well, I'm completely stubborn and I put all my eggs in this one basket, which is being an attorney. That's my live stream, and I have to see it all the way through or die trying.
And Sergio knows what being close to death feels like. At 17 years old, during a border crossing with his mom, he almost lost his life.
We were just placed one next to each other, just like sardines. 4 or 5 of us passed out. The 2 or 3 of us that remain still conscious, we were praying out loud to make it out alive.
He writes in his book how decades later, when he became the first undocumented immigrant to practice law in California, he knew his work was just beginning.
I got a hold of the California legislature. We started talking, and we put forth another piece of legislation that ultimately became law in 2016. And that allows all undocumented professionals in California to be licensed.
His case has inspired other states to do the same. Now he's a U.S. citizen sharing his story with his documentary American Dreamer and giving back to the next generation.
My wife and I, we have the Sergio C. Garcia Foundation. Last year we donated about $1 million. And we help students who are trying to make their dreams come true.
In San Francisco, Luz Pena, ABC 7 News.